difficulties with that.
But I have had moments where I was on stage receiving an award in front of my peers in Hollywood. There were people in the crowd that I have prayed with. And when I thank God, I saw some of those people.
Wow.
I've seen people read the room and go, whoa, that wouldn't bode well for me in the future.
The man is trash. I'm just... period.
There is a widespread belief that Hollywood initially lures artists with promises of fame and success, but once they've completed their work and uncover the industry's inner workings, speaking out about its darker side can lead to the end of their careers. Matthew McConaughey has highlighted how Hollywood has harshly betrayed some actors. In a recent interview, Matthew McConaughey affirmed that he won't let the trauma of being into S as a teenager beat him. The actor, who first disclosed these experiences in his 2020 memoir Greenlights, reflected on the ugly events during Amanda de Cadenet's podcast, The Conversation About the Men. In Greenlights, the Oscar winner revealed that he was by a man at the age of 18 while knocked unconscious in the back of a van. During his conversation with de Cadenet, which was released on Sunday, the 18th of September, the Interstellar actor said, "I'm not going to be afraid of relationships because my first experience was That's an aberration. No, that's not the way it is. And if I go on, and I'm not going to let it beat me," he continued, adding, "Am I denying that it happened? No, I'm not denying that it happened. It happened." He said he chose not to bring that baggage into his life, or how I treat people and how I trust people and how I look at circumstances, the risk I may take. McConaughey also said, "After that, I got to have some healthy S relations and have girls that I liked and liked me, and we slowly got intimate and it was beautiful and clumsy and all those things, but it wasn't ugly like that was." While speaking to de Cadenet, the actor recalled how his late father, James McConaughey, taught him about the birds and the bees, as well as the importance of content. "He's talking to me," he says, "son, as a male in the situation, speaking to me about a heteros relationship. If you ever feel the girl, the female hesitate, stop," McConaughey shared. He even said this, he goes, "You may even feel them hesitate. And then after you stop, they may go, 'Oh, no, come on, don't, wait till next time,'" McConaughey added. Matthew has shared many incidents which raised questions on industry's operations. According to him, there are many people who are promoting such stuff even through their work, and these days Tyler Perry is on the radar. A Twitter user decided to publicly address Tyler Perry's films, expressing her dissatisfaction with what she perceived as bias in his work. She took her critique a step further by creating and sharing a video on social media, likening Tyler Perry's films to trash. Her critique did not end there.
I'm not a Tyler Perry fan, so this is what I got to say. It's funny how he got all this money to do everything but the right thing.
The woman asserted that Tyler Perry harbors a fear of white people, which she believed was influencing his creative choices and decisions. Her comments garnered support from others who also shared their thoughts about Tyler Perry and his work.
And they said they loved the script, but they wasn't sure how the film was going to turn out, so they passed.
These videos imply that there might be a hidden truth beneath the surface. The question arises, what could be Tyler Perry's secret that has led some dark-skinned actors to decline working with him? There's no denying that Tyler Perry has made a significant impact, having risen to prominence in the Atlanta theater scene and achieving box office success with his Medea series. However, Perry's journey has not been without controversy. Rumors have circulated, suggesting that Perry's ego expanded to such an extent that he clashed with even someone as influential as Oprah. In the competitive world of Hollywood, it's often challenging to advance without resorting to a few questionable tactics, and Tyler Perry appears to be no exception.
And when I'm hearing all this noise, man, it was crazy because there were no black people on television. Before diversity became a thing, Tyler Perry was the only one out there for a long time.
Following his success at the box office, Tyler Perry ventured into television with his popular sitcom House of Pain. However, during negotiations for a lucrative syndication deal and a spin-off series called Meet the Browns, a controversy arose. Deadline reported that Perry fired 4 writers who had requested union contracts, creating a contentious situation in the industry. Writer Terry Jackson told the Deadline, "We were good enough to create over 100 episodes, but now when it comes to reaping the benefits of the show being syndicated and having other spin-offs from it, he decides to let us go unless we accept a horrible offer." Tyler Perry's response to the writers' room dispute was to take matters into his own hands by stating that he now personally writes everything. However, Perry's issues with unions extended beyond the writers' room. In 2015, actor unions SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equity took action by prohibiting their members from participating in Perry's stage play, Medea on the Run, due to his production company's refusal to sign union contracts. While While Perry may be focused on maximizing profits, his methods have not garnered unanimous approval from everyone in the industry.
There's a camera on you, baby.
Is there a camera on me right now?
Back behind you.
Oh, hello, praise the Lord. We'd like to tell everybody in Dallas that we are on our way. Thank you.
In the wake of the success of House of Pain and Meet the Browns, African-American journalist and cultural critic Jamilah Lemieux penned an open letter to Tyler Perry, published by NPR. In her letter, Lemieux expressed her discomfort with Perry's use of stereotypes in his work. She wrote, "Through her, the country has laughed at one of the most important members of the Black community, Mother Dear, the beloved matriarch. I just can't quite get with seeing Mother Dear played by a 6'3" man with flopping in the wind. Our mothers and grandmothers deserve much more than that. Heck, our fathers and grandfathers deserve more. Mr. Perry, you have told the Hollywood old guard to kiss your backside, and I appreciate that, brother. But many Black folks have expressed some of the very same attitudes about your work that white critics have. Acclaimed film director Spike Lee is among the notable figures who have criticized Tyler Perry for his use of stereotypical characters. Lee is well known for openly addressing this issue with Perry.
But I still think a lot of stuff that's on today is coonery and buffoonery. And I know it's making a lot of money.
Spike Lee went on to suggest that because of these stereotypical movies, individuals like Tyler Perry were breaking records. In his view, the industry could do better by avoiding such biased and nonsensical movies that feature designated one-dimensional characters.
Breaking records, but we could do better.
Tyler Perry's approach to casting and character portrayal has become noticeable to viewers, leading to discussions about his business strategy. Some individuals argue that Perry tends to cast dark-skinned actors in villainous roles while portraying white-skinned individuals as heroes in his movies and shows. This perception has generated discussion and debate within his audience.
Pitiful Black woman being by a no-good, dark-skinned man, and then saved and rescued by the perfect light-skinned man.
During an event, Chris Rock also pointed out the recurring theme in Tyler Perry's movies, noting that there is often a limited portrayal of kind and respectful black-skinned boyfriends in Perry's films. He supported his statement by referencing Tupac Shakur, suggesting that Perry's films could offer a broader range of character representation. He said, "Tupac might be a political leader if he was alive, but then again, Tupac might be in a Tyler Perry movie right now, so you don't know. Tupac might be the bad, dark-skinned boyfriend in the Tyler Perry movie." Chris Rock's point was that Tupac was a highly renowned and popular rapper during his time. However, if Tupac were given the opportunity to appear in a Tyler Perry movie, Rock believed there would be a minimal chance that Tupac would be cast as a heroic character based on Perry's typical casting patterns. He further went on saying, "I would hope he's a senator, but he might be kicking Jill Scott down a flight of stairs." In Tyler Perry movies, there's always okay. Chris Rock's perspective aligned with Spike Lee's criticism, emphasizing that some prominent movies may achieve success because of Tyler Perry's perceived biased casting and storytelling choices. Both Rock and Lee raised concerns about the impact of such ideology on the film industry. Looking deeper into the entertainment industry,
Are we going back to Mantan Moreland and sleep and eat?
Yet, if those films, and I mean, we're talking about Tyler Perry,
it becomes evident that colorism is not unfamiliar within this field. In recent times, Hollywood has faced substantial criticism, often through media-driven campaigns with hashtags that rapidly spread from Twitter to television news. It could be argued that convicted ex-offender Harvey Weinstein was one of the first prominent figures to bring negative attention to the industry. In 2017, a multitude of SA allegations emerged, exposing the darker aspects of Hollywood's culture.
There's a new documentary that is all about the dark side of Hollywood and how some power players allegedly use their positions to prey on young aspiring actors.
In the wake of the #MeToo movement controversy, numerous scandals rocked Hollywood. These scandals included comedian Kevin Hart stepping down as the Oscars host in 2019 due to the resurfacing of past homophobic tweets. Additionally, the #OscarsSoWhite campaign demanded increased diversity in the Oscars and greater recognition for people of color and marginalized communities. So, Hollywood's reputation has been significantly tarnished, with the once illustrious Walk of Fame appearing more like an uninspiring Walk of Shame without stars.
Kevin Hart has stepped down from hosting this year's Oscars. He put out a statement on Twitter tonight saying, "I have made the choice to step down."
In a February afternoon in 1940s America, actress Hattie McDaniel achieved a historic milestone by winning the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in Gone with the Wind 1940. Notably, she became the first African American to receive this prestigious film award. While celebrating her victory and leaving an indelible mark on cinema history, the joy was tempered by the stark reality that she would be segregated from the rest of the attendees at an Oscars ceremony that effectively operated as a whites-only event. Instead of being a celebration, this event was marked more by segregation than jubilation.
I sincerely hope I shall always be a credit to my race and to the motion picture industry. My heart is too full to tell you just how I feel.
80 years later, the film industry still grapples with routine discrimination, despite some progress in increasing diversity. The 2020 Oscar ceremony was marred by racial controversies that have become all too common for both viewers and industry participants. Major snubs, such as the omission of Lupita Nyong'o for her outstanding performance in the 2019 film Us, exemplify this issue.
And the Oscar goes to Lupita Nyong'o.
And now this issue persists in movies and shows, with Tyler Perry being a prominent example. It is no longer hidden that black-skinned actors are often portrayed as villains in his films. One major example is Steve Harris, who played Charles McCarter in one of Perry's classic movies, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Charles, a successful lawyer, is far from being an ideal husband. Shockingly, he reveals to his wife Helen that he has another woman in his life and proceeds to treat her rudely, eventually kicking her out of their home.
You don't see it?
No.
You ain't good for nothing. Find my bank statement and get the accountant on the phone. Then call Calvin and tell him to get over here and you can leave.
Blair Underwood portrayed the character Carlos in one of his movies. Carlos is depicted as a controlling investment banker who exercises dominance and control over his girlfriend in the film. Blair Underwood, known for his role in LA Law, has been a prominent figure in Hollywood for over 4 decades. His career began in the 1980s, and he has seen different phases as a black actor in the industry. Underwood recently shared insights into his early career and his encounter with Oscar-winning actor Sidney Poitier.
And of course, this is what the kids are now calling a BLASTS movie. Black classic movie. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute?
I heard that. I like that. A BLASTS movie.
A BLASTS.
Okay.
During the 1980s, the representation of black faces on screen was rare, and the roles available were often limited and stereotypical, which didn't provide much variety for black TV viewers. Blair Underwood personally witnessed these challenges. He and Denzel Washington were seen as prime examples of black male representation on TV and in film during that era, receiving praise and recognition for their work.
You know, these 4 black women in the hood, and like now we're gonna do girls in the hood, and there was a little pushback. Like why they only want to see us as slaves or in the hood and Hollywood.
The challenges of limited and stereotypical roles for black actors seem to persist into the 1990s. Blair Underwood recalled that during this period, virtually every black actor and actress in Hollywood, regardless of their name recognition or skill level, found themselves auditioning for the same roles, highlighting the lack of diverse opportunities in the industry.
I've been a history buff like most of my life. I love history.
You do?
I don't know a lot about history, but I love.
Philip Van Leer also got the chance to play a villain in Tyler's movies. He had a prominent recurring role in the first and second seasons of the show as a D-dealer.
Now, Harry, Brenda, Harry.
Hey!
Harry's a high school coach.
Ion Overman also appeared as a negative character in one of Tyler's movies named Medea Goes to Jail as Linda Davis. Linda in the movie, an envious assistant district attorney who is engaged to Joshua. She secretly engages in illegal activities such as fraud, evidence tampering, and providing false legal documents involving some of the people she has prosecuted. Ron Rico Lee portrayed Chuck, an assistant district attorney and Joshua's friend in the film. Another actor, Brian White, was signed as a villain by Tyler Perry in his film I Can Do Bad All by Myself. He played the role of Randy, who is an abusive boyfriend and the antagonist of the show.
I see the way you've been looking at me. See, this here my house, and I can let you, the 2 little nappy boys, stay here.
Right.
You might notice that all the negative characters in Tyler's movies and shows are very abusive towards women. This thing has been very concerning, and many people raised their voices for this too. One such example was seen in his shows Brew and Sistas. Brew seems to revolve around the lives of 4 black men as they navigate various aspects of their lives, including relationships, friendships, and careers. The synopsis suggests that these men share a deep and enduring bond that resembles family, even if they aren't related by blood. Their close-knit friendship is characterized by warmth and camaraderie, evident from their bright and happy smiles in the promotional material.
Says she moving in. You seem nervous. I'm a little confused. Wait. Okay, take it back.
In contrast, Sistas seems to center on the lives of 4 single black women. The tagline, "Single but never solo," hints at an exploration of their experiences navigating the challenges and joys of single life. However, the provided synopsis doesn't delve into their friendships or careers, and the promotional image showcases separate pictures of each woman rather than them together. The shared thread appears to be their status as single women, suggesting the series may delve into their individual journeys in the realm of dating and beyond.
Look at me. You want me? Look at me.
I'm looking.
Karen, I don't love you no more. I don't want to be with you no more.
Critics have also pointed out instances of colorism in Tyler Perry's film A Fall from Grace. The movie follows Grace Waters, played by Crystal Fox, as she embarks on a journey to find love again after enduring the pain of her ex-husband's infidelity. However, her new relationship with a man played by Mehcad Brooks takes a sinister turn as she discovers disturbing truths about him. Grace's vulnerability leads her down a dark path, culminating in her being falsely accused of and fraud, ultimately resulting in her imprisonment. Through its narrative, the film delves into themes of love, betrayal, and the repercussions of one's choices. Tyler Perry's movies, including Acrimony, often generate discussions and debates on social media platforms like Twitter. Some viewers criticize Perry for repeatedly portraying the trauma that black women experience at the hands of men in his films, while others argue that he is shedding light on real-life issues that many black women can relate to. These debates highlight the impact of Perry's storytelling and his ability to provoke conversations around important topics. One of the internet users said, "Tyler Perry refuses to produce a show that doesn't involve the emotional abuse and of the downtrodden black women." Another one wrote, "Tyler Perry has literally went from sleeping in his car broke to having a net worth of $600 million, opening a huge studio in Atlanta to employ aspiring black actresses and actors, so put some respect on his name. His movies tells the pain women go through." Critics of Tyler Perry argue that despite his contributions to the black community, he should also be held accountable for his missteps. They highlight instances in his movies and television shows where black women are portrayed in a negative light or subjected to unpleasant behavior. Some believe that Perry's works perpetuate respectability politics as the only path to happiness and success for his characters.
Manage it, grow it, through all the growing pains of it all. You've managed to do it all on your own, figuring it out and learning as you've gone. Calling me a lot.
Furthermore, there are concerns about Tyler Perry's assumed dominance over creative control, potentially overshadowing other talented black and brown female writers and directors in the industry. This is exemplified by his adaptation of Ntozake Shang's play For Colored Girls Who Have Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Is Enough. These critiques indicate a need for a more nuanced and responsible portrayal of characters and narratives within Perry's body of work.
You know, when you think about film and television, it's been done the same way for years. You know, you record an image and you put it out there. Well, just because it's been done that way for many, many years.
Not only actors, but black comedians are also disgusted by Perry. Over the years, several black comedians have incorporated cross-dressing into their comedy routines to elicit laughter. This choice involves juxtaposing their commanding presence with the humorous visual of them in dresses and heels. While this approach generates comedic moments, it also carries underlying implications. What are the consequences of using cross-dressing as a comedic tool in this context? As Dave Chappelle said,
"When I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, these brothers gotta wear a dress."
During a recent guest appearance on Oprah's show, comedian Dave Chappelle posed an intriguing question. He questioned why so many accomplished black male entertainers have chosen to embrace cross-dressing at some point in their careers. One notable example is Martin Lawrence, who gained recognition for his lead role in the Big Mama's House series. Likewise, Eddie Murphy incorporated a female character into his repertoire of roles in the Nutty Professor film series.
This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because There's a dressing.
Jamie Foxx made a lasting impression with his unforgettable Ugly Wanda character on In Living Color, while Marlon and Shawn Wayans delved into gender reversal for their roles in White Chicks. Furthermore, the less successful Juwanna Mann movie from a few years ago is a chapter that some may prefer to leave in the past.
I'm here! Ooh, that girl get around. Just you and me, right?
Among these examples, one figure emerges as the most prominent cross-dresser in contemporary entertainment, Tyler Perry. Perry, recognized not only for his contributions to the entertainment industry, but also for his influence in right-wing evangelical circles, has achieved significant success and acclaim through his Medea franchise.
On Black Friday. What the hell is Black Friday? Every Friday is Friday. I'm black. That's a Black Friday. What are you talking about?
Tyler Perry has not only achieved success in the gospel play arena, but has also effectively expanded his triumph into the film industry, bringing his unique portrayal to a broader cinematic audience.
No, it's a stage play. It's like Broadway, just with black people.
Remarkably, Tyler Perry's latest book, Don't Make a Black Woman Take Off Her Earrings, even secured a spot on the prestigious New York Times bestsellers list. This raises an intriguing question. What lies beneath this phenomenon? Why do these artists choose to engage in acts that may appear to challenge traditional masculinity? And why does the audience enthusiastically embrace the spectacle of black men in such situations? One perspective is that portraying black masculinity in a more feminine context could potentially reduce the perception of and increase comfort for certain individuals. These cross-dressing depictions of black men might serve as a counterbalance to the dominant and assertive image often associated with hip-hop culture. Over the course of several years, Hollywood has been widely criticized for its role in perpetuating various stereotypes, which unfortunately shape the public's perception of black individuals for a significant portion of the audience. During this period, a debate emerged, suggesting that limited opportunities within the entertainment industry often pressured black artists to accept stereotypical roles as a means of sustaining their careers and livelihoods.
You got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail, so he disguises you as a prostitute.
While the entertainment industry has not yet achieved full racial equality, contemporary performers do have a certain degree of agency over their choices. What remains intriguing in the context of these modern figures is their apparent willingness to take on cross-dressing roles, with Kevin Hart's name being particularly notable in this regard.
Pope Conventionate is lifting her arms into her signature muscle man pose.
Many individuals have voiced their opposition to witnessing more instances of black men in dresses, arguing that this phenomenon has reached its saturation point. They contend that our society is already influenced by numerous factors that may undermine the perception of black men's masculinity, and there's no need to further contribute to these forces in any way.
When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
It is indeed heart-wrenching that we are opposed to witnessing further instances of black men in dresses. This phenomenon seems to have reached its limit, and our society already grapples with numerous factors that can undermine the perception of black men's masculinity. We believe there's no need to contribute to these forces any further.
I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. At the end of the day, you gotta know that you're a brand.
Over an extended period, Hollywood played a leading role in perpetuating a variety of regrettable stereotypes that ultimately influenced the perception of black individuals for a significant portion of the population. During this period, a debate emerged, suggesting that due to the limited opportunities in the entertainment industry, black artists often felt compelled to take on stereotypical roles as a means of sustaining their livelihoods. Moreover, Matthew talked about SA when he was young. There are several incidents where many young artists faced SA. Recently, Corey Feldman has been outspoken about the ways Hollywood can exploit young talents with the help of their handlers. Over the past few months, numerous revelations have shed light on various aspects of Hollywood, including the misconduct of the elite and the exploitation of individuals, highlighted by a controversial film. As the industry's darker side becomes more exposed, additional revelations continue to emerge.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
Corey Feldman's claims about his experiences in Hollywood have not received the attention they deserve. He entered the industry as a child actor and gained fame for his role in the 1985 film, The Goonies. Unfortunately, like many young actors, Corey faced inappropriate behavior from individuals within the industry and from his own family. These experiences highlight the darker aspects of Hollywood that young actors may face.
So by Goonies, I started to lose a little bit of it, and then by Stand By Me is where I like, okay, came into my...
Were you already doing on Stand By Me?
No, hell no.
Corey Feldman began his acting career at the tender age of 3. At such a young age, a child cannot provide informed consent or fully understand the implications of entering the entertainment industry. The responsibility often falls on the parents, and it is evident that Corey's mother was aware of the potential financial gains associated with her child's career. This early start in the industry profoundly shaped Corey's life, as he went on to face the challenges and darker aspects of Hollywood.
Because my mom was doing it with somebody on the set of The Lost Boys.
Okay.
This hot little Asian woman who I was sitting there one night because I was like falling asleep and I was depressed because I'm like...
In 2013, Corey Feldman took a courageous step by releasing a memoir in which he detailed the mistreatment he and his co-star Corey Haim endured at the hands of powerful men in Hollywood. According to Feldman, these occurred when they were just 11 to 13 years old. His revelations shed light on the behavior within the industry and the vulnerability of young actors, sparking conversations about the need for greater protections and accountability in Hollywood.
I was like, oh, okay, well, she makes it sound so easy and harmless, I might as well. If my mom's doing it, how bad could it be, you know?
Corey Feldman's revelations about the A&E he faced during his career, particularly during his childhood years, were not limited to his experiences in Hollywood. He also shared that his struggles with substance A in later life were, in part, a result of the trauma he endured during those difficult years.
We did it, we had fun, it was like, you know, we were talking, we were sitting in this girl's apartment, she takes me out driving, she taught me how to drive a stick shift, high on.
And during one of his interviews, he said,
I can tell you that the #1 problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be. Nobody talks. It's the big secret.
Corey Feldman's decision to speak out and potentially reveal the names of those who harmed him and Corey Haim underscores the ongoing issues of mistreatment in the entertainment industry, particularly concerning child actors. Similar to Brooke Shields, who faced challenges and exploitation at a young age, Feldman's revelations highlight the urgent need for increased awareness and protection for child actors. By shedding light on these Feldman has sparked crucial conversations that could lead to significant changes in how the industry addresses and prevents the mistreatment of its youngest members, ensuring their well-being and safety.
You freeze. You're in shock. I mean, children aren't supposed to handle that sort of stuff.
Corey Feldman has been vocal about alleged dark activities within Hollywood from the outset. However, as he became increasingly outspoken, certain individuals within the industry began to suppress his voice, hindering him from further disclosure. One notable individual who attempted to silence him was Barbara Walters.
And they do not want me saying what I'm saying right now.
Are you saying that they're...
Yes.
Barbara Walters, renowned for her probing interviews, might have pushed the boundaries in a recently unearthed video clip from an October 2013 episode of The View. During the segment, the seasoned media personality delved into the sensitive topic of Corey Feldman's past experiences. Feldman had appeared on the show to discuss his memoir, Choreography.
That's what, and that's what you're saying in your book. When you talk to when you talk to
They don't
parents,
want me here right now. Trust
Corey.
me.
He further went on saying, they would throw these parties where you'd walk in, and it would be mostly kids, and there would be a handful of adult men. They would also be at the film awards and children's charity functions. Many observers remarked that Barbara Walters appeared to prioritize Hollywood's reputation over Corey Feldman's allegations of childhood SA during her interview with him.
You're damaging an entire industry.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to say that it's a very important, serious topic.
And a similar incident happened with Matthew as well. According to many reports, there is a gang of such people who exploit young actors and never allow them to speak about it. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.